Today on the show, I am going to tell you all about how much I love AP Med Spa. That's right, new name, less of a name, more services. You'll learn more in this show coming up.
And we've got some great giveaways and a way for you to give away to the community and make some children very happy this holiday system.
All this and more.
Holiday what?
Season
System.
All the same, coming at you right now on Talk 365. Here we go.
And welcome back to Talk 365. I'm Trip Mitchell and that's Holly Love. And I learned something last week.
Really? Shocking.
Tires.
Okay, wow. You just never know where we're going to go.
But here's, when you get two new tires, I think you should put them on the front.
Always.
That's not the case, and here's why. Because most cars, 90% of cars now are front-wheel drive. So that's where the weight, the engine's in the front, the weight and the power. So you've got the best traction there. You put your new tires on the back where you have the least weight and the least traction.
Unless the tires on the front are total crap, which mine were.
But you should,
so
in that case,
good tires on the front.
Get 4 new tires at that point.
Yeah, I just got 2. It's a Yaris. It's like the tiniest car in the world. It's going to be terrifying no matter what's happening.
But
I love it.
So husbands who are watching, make sure your wives or girlfriends check their tires in the fall, because we're coming up on snow season.
I know. It's that first snow that's the scariest when you're not prepared for it. It just, hits and it's always crazy and like closes.
But by and large, the drivers in Utah are very good snow drivers because we experience it. But
I'm an amazing driver. Keep going.
Do you ever worry about dropping your makeup in a snowstorm and not being...
No, never.
So when you drive by, Holly, and we joke about this all the time, and you don't always put your makeup on, you're not always on the phone when you're driving.
I'm really not.
It's just the majority of the time.
No, just...
But they're the hints. That first snowstorm of the year is always intimidating. And the reason I learned about these tires is Bridget, my intern, had a couple tires go bad, so we went up to Discount Tire right in Bountiful and got them. But the gentleman that was there was the one who filmed the FedEx truck getting rammed by the Frontliner last January.
Oh, wow.
Right down the street. And essentially what happened is they had the gates at the train, UTA sent a guy down, and he didn't get down there, and he just raised the gates up, but didn't put them back on.
Oh, no.
So a FedEx truck, and this was on the national news, it happened, I think right around January 19th or 20th, and he went through the front runner, because the gates were up, and got hit by a train in the back of his truck. Fortunately, no one died.
Which is crazy. So,
do you stop at all? By the way, when the gates are up, do you look?
Do I look?
Yeah, when you go over a train crossing?
Always. I'm always nervous. Absolutely.
Who are those people who can just drive? The gate is up and they drive through and don't even look.
It's a train. You just double check because mistakes happen and you don't want to be that mistake. Okay, I had a flat tire going back to tires. And we were on our way to, this was actually, I forgot to tell you about this, on our way to a Halloween party. Andy, me, girls, all decked out in our costumes. We jump in the Skittle. We're heading out. All of our neighbors, we thought they were just waving at us because there's a bunch of people out and we're like, hey. And all of a sudden we get kind of down to where the main road is and there is just this terrible noise, like the loudest noise you've ever heard. We look out, Skittle is on the rim. And so then Andy and one of his little girls jump out to follow and make sure my car, because I was going as slow as they could walk. So then we proceed to go back by these neighbors again who are all like, hey, as we
Why were you driving on a flat tire?
I don't know. It just went flat. I had
but
a nail in it or something.
Why didn't you just stop and change the tire?
It was just, we were close enough. We could just head home. So we made it all the way back. Changed it out, and then I went to Les Schwab. They were amazing. I highly recommend them. They gave me a great deal. Tires right now are totally on sale. I heard Big O, they're locally owned, Big O tires. That's super, and I know they're always great. So lots of tire deals going on right now, and
super important. And it's not glamorous.
Don't be dressed up ready to go when you have a tire out. It's not fun.
But so with the girls, I blew a tire because I let the 11-year-old drive. It was on a dirt road in Vegas. And
You
so,
gotta learn.
so Sydney and Sam and I were in the car, and so I get out and we start changing the tire. And Sammy was very helpful. Get the jack out. We're doing all the right things. I look over at Sydney, and she has gotten into my hockey pants because it was in the trunk, my hockey helmet and the gloves and a stick, and she's shooting rocks on the side. She was the one driving when we got the flat. She aimed for the biggest rock with a point on it, and she is wearing my hockey equipment, completely oblivious to the fact that we're getting dirty, and I'm not the greatest tire changer in the world.
Apparently, no, that sounds like not a good teacher of driving either.
Well,
It's a good visual though.
yeah, that's your point is well taken. 11-year-olds shouldn't drive unless they're under adult super. No, they shouldn't drive at all. The funny part about that is now when a tire store puts your tires on, they use the jack or that wrench that is so tight, pneumatic wrench. I can't get the tire undone anymore.
Yeah, but you can't raise your arm above your.
But even this, when I had two arms, I couldn't do it. So they've gotten to the point where
You gotta go back.
Well, yeah, just call AAA. It's embarrassing. You feel like
that's true.
less of a man to call AAA, but I do.
Why? No, that's
Because
why it's there.
men should always be macho, and we should always know everything about everything.
As you do. And you're going to display right now because what's happening now?
I know everything about what's going to happen, but we want to leave this as a surprise to you viewers. Coming up next is something that is going to be truly transformative of your life. We'll be right back.